Hello, my name is Melvin VILLAMOR, and I am now presenting the political caricatures of the American era by Alfred McCoy. The Brother Under the Skin. A social conflict and socialist ideology flourished in Central Luzon during the 1930s. The Free Press was forced to focus on social issues instead of the bucolic treatment in its provisional reporting. When you look at the image, it depicts a mother attempting to stop his sons from fighting each other, implying that instead of helping and working together with Filipinos, we chose to take advantage of others. Peasants are now organizing strikes to protest a demand to uncooperative landlords in Pampanga, Tarlac, and Nueva Ecija provinces. I think one of the major reasons of Filipinos having a bad nature to its kind is the unfair treatment peasants have received and the selfishness of the landlords refusing for the rights of their ownership. The brother under the skin decides to make Filipinos in the name of Rizal wants to end social conflict between the people of the country and to deal with each other fairly. The loyalty of Filipinos. The loyalty of Filipinos is an important work for representing the Filipino devotion and its nationalism. It shows us how significant the relation is between Philippines and the United States. Uncle Sam was a beloved face or personification of the United States government or the country in general, but in the times of war and post-war cartoons of 1907 to 1908, he was instead shown as a satanic monster, drawn in a Caucasian caricature with a massive nose, fanged teeth, and crooked smile. In spite of that, the nationalist newspaper of war and post-war issues portrayed him as, as a figure worthy of Filipino love. In April 14, 1917, The Loyalty of Filipino was published, 10 days after the U.S. Congress declared war on Germany and America entered the conflict. The Filipino artist Fernando Amoslo draws a brilliant, handsome Uncle Sam guiding little one, loyal and smiling, the Filipinos, on the path to war. House Speaker Siargao Osmeña secured an extraordinary political concession by stopping the independence campaign and offered the U.S. 25,000 troops, a destroyer, and a submarine. Despite the country's poverty, Osmeña organized a statewide loyalty drive that resulted in $20 million in U.S. war bond sales and 500,000 US dollars in Red Cross donation. The Lo Ultimo. The Philippine Free Press, October 14, 1933. The Hair-Hess Cutting Act was the first U.S. law passed for the Philippines to gain independence from the United States. It was the result of the Orthodox mission led by Siargao Osmeña and Banhor Roas. It resulted of politics being divided in the Philippines. Quezon then started to fearing the loss of leadership if his two rivals return home as a hero. In July, Quezon faction has successfully ousted Manuel Rojas as House Speaker and installed loyalist Quinton Paredes. When the University of the Philippines President and Arts started to support Osmeña and the HC, Quezon then quickly slashed the university budget by one-third, and which resulted of the resignation of both parties. Quezon was then installed a new protege as a president. When Times Vanguard Taliban came out for Osmeña, the HHC bill Quezon on the other hand raised 300,000 pesos, and among his cronies is to buy the Vicente Madrigal de Besaboy Herald chain and install protege Carlos Aramulo as editor-in-chief. After brutally retaliating against adversaries, Manuel Quezon and the Philippines legislature presently in his hand was voted for rejection, but Quezon shows an incredible determination and his compassion for the country. He led a new mission on November in Washington and returned 5 months after his long journey with the very same bill by a different name, just in the right exact time to defeat his rivals in the June of 1934 legislative election as hero of the Philippine independence.